Okay, upon request, I'm making a quick animation tutorial in Blender, and I've got the newest version of Blender here, 2.76, and let's get started. So I'm going to, on the number pad, hit the number 1 to go to the front view here. I'm going to mouse wheel in to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to hit the Z key to make it go transparent like that, and I am going to get rid of these little manipulator handles by clicking right here, this little I guess upside down is Y, XYZ logo, and basically from there I'm going to go to tab, and I'm pretty sure by default you'll have it in vector selection mode. So I'm just going to select the vectors here, and I'm going to hold shift and click the middle mouse button in to kind of scroll up a little bit, and I'll zoom out a little bit too. So basically I'll scroll up a little bit, and then I'm hit E on the keyboard to extrude up. So I'm going to extrude up a couple times, and I extruded up a couple times, and I'm going to select this right panel here, extrude out. This is basically going to be my little arm or whatever. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm not using like advanced features like mirroring or nothing like that. I'm just doing a quick tutorial, just kind of showing the basic concepts of how this works. And I mean, obviously this isn't proportional, but you know. But I'm going to hit spacebar, and I'm going to go add armature. See, it pops up there in a little search there, so I'm just going to click that and add an armature where my 3D cursor is at. So wherever that's at, it's going to drop in your armature, so it's probably a good idea to click it to like the base of your character before you add it. So once it's there, you hit tab to go into edit mode on that, and you just select the little tip here, a little point, and you know, you can grab and rotate it, and you can, you know, grab it and pull it out, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to what I'm going to do is the same thing with the boxes, is I'm going to hit E on the keyboard to extrude. So I'm going to extrude out a couple of bones all the way up to the head here. And it's not straight. I could have straightened it out by once you extrude, if you click in the middle mouse button, it'll kind of make it go along like the axis. Like if I was pulling in the Z direction here, and I hit the middle mouse button, and it'd lock it in on the Z direction. Like I'll show you on here on the right here. So I'm going to extrude out this way, but see, it's kind of free going. But if I click the middle mouse button in, it locks it in on the X direction. But I kind of don't want to do that for this particular side, but what I'll do is I'll go here, and then I'll extrude again, but I'll click in, I'll get that in there, so you get the idea. I'll add 3 points out here, so upper arm, forearm, hand, and this is kind of just when it gets to the shoulder point. So you want your shoulders going to be out here to the left of the, you know, to the side of the head. So I'm going to go over to here, extrude, actually hit the number 5 on the number pad, so I got like a more straight on view. Probably could have did that a little sooner, but as I said, I'm just quickly doing this as an example to show a friend of mine how to do this. And so basically I extruded out all the bones. I mean, I could do the legs, but I was just doing it quickly. Okay, now I hit tab to go back up to object mode. If you select the mesh here and then hold shift and then click the bones, what you want to do is you want to select the mesh first, then the bones, because the mesh is going to be following what the bones do. So you want to kind of gather the children so the parent can tell them what to do, if that makes any kind of sense. But if you hold control and hit P on the keyboard, it's going to bring up the set parent options. And under armature deform, you want to go to just with weights or automatic weights. So you just click here, and it automatically does the weighting. And for the most part, this works just like that. You don't have to do any other manipulating, and you would be able to, put your, you have your character made, and you just can put that, do the automatic weighting, and it should automatically work just like this. And if you didn't know, I went into pose mode here. I selected the bone, then went into pose mode, and then I can manipulate the bones from pose mode, like so. And say I want to do an animation. You're just gonna have to set your keyframes. Like you go to frame 1 here, and I'd hit I, set location, and I go to say frame 10 here, and I should be able to rotate that at frame 10, and I might have to hit the keyframe on location. Should do everything, I think. So see that if that works there. It did not. So what I need to do is on this first frame here, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna actually put an insert keyframe for rotation. Rotation. Okay, that should get all the rotation elements. Okay, location is probably just XYZ world location. So I thought I would get all keyframes, but apparently not. Okay, so I'm gonna go here to number 10. You can it turns into this color, this orange color, when it's kind of indicating there's a keyframe on there already. Like if I'm scrubbing on these other ones, there's no keyframe. So go there, and then I'm gonna rotate it to where I want it, and I'm gonna hit insert rotation. Okay, now that should work. See, now if I scrub between these two, just, left mouse button, and it shows that the animation plays from that point to that point. And that's basic animation. You can set it up to where it'll only play through certain frames down here, like the end frame set to 260. Like I could set it to only play through 10. Actually, I was typing 10, and it'll only play that animation. So if I hit play, it'll just play it over and over and over and over and over again. But that's the very basics of animation.